Just off Lakeshore Drive, nestled next to Lake Michigan. That's where you find historic Soldier Field in the great city of Chicago, Illinois. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 12 yards there. The Chargers have a first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. Again, it's Harris on second down. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. This defense for the Bears, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he's going to lose a yard or two, taken down behind the line.
How about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing, the O-line coach will.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Fields. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Fields. That's complete. It's Brandon Ayuk. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A play fake, now Fields to throw. Pass complete, George Pickens with it. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A gain of 32 that time. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And a hard-working run here as he's got it inside the 20, down to the 17. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Joey Bosa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
Let's see if they do that. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That's complete right side to Kmet. And the Bears are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run with Montgomery. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. David Montgomery, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And it's now a 7-0 game. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. The defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. So just 3 yards on the completion there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Ball at the 26, 2nd and 7. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Off the option, he'll try and run with it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face, because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
On 2nd down, this is Harris. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing, because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
That one complete. He finds Sharp. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Harris running straight ahead. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger 1st.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They're going to look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Arcega-Whiteside.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball. Now that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block, but the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes, so when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
And out of bounds right around the 20. Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
An option handoff given to Harris.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense draws.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Harris. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
He'll get this up awfully close to a first down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. 6 yards puts him right on the doorstep, but now it'll be 4th and goal. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Isaiah Pacheco, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. No problem there on the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes it at the 7. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27. Off play action, Fields. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. $49-yard punt. 5 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. 2nd and 3. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown, Chargers. A great effort there. 31 yards.
And the Chargers will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half.
Point after, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away.
Taken in at the 3. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
Forced out to his left. Caught left side, Williams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
On first down, it's Fields.
And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Fields.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Again, Fields.
And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
This is taken at about the 14. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
Ready, set.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock.
A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. So we have reached halftime. Intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room.
And he coughed it up. And they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Hey, it's not the most spectacular play, but I think most teams will take that every single time for the first play of a drive. Begin the series with positive yardage and set yourself up for a very manageable second down.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now here's another carry for Harris. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down.
67 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give. Running left is Harris.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
Search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Throw left side, going to be taken in by Harris. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. And his kick is indeed good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
One play action, Fields. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On 2nd and 10.
Fields able to hook up with Williams here on the out route.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
Here's Fields.
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. About 3 yards there to the 27. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Fields. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Khalil Mack able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down.
A 55-yard attempt.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in down. And they're back within a touchdown at 17-10.
So 3 points, maybe not a grand prize at this stage, but it does get them back within one score.
It certainly does because now they stay within shouting distance. So that means everyone on your sideline stays engaged in this game. They know they still have a shot.
The Chargers take over first down at their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
80 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Sharks got it, left side. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up second down. A little tough on the secondary there. In zone defensively. Quarterback had time to survey and find a spot.
And if you want to change things up and put a little more pressure on him, you can go to man coverage. Everyone matches up and send more pressure. But you can also do it out of zone coverage if you're worried about what's going to happen on your back end. Send someone else, drop someone else out of the line. The old zone blitz could come into play to try and get that pressure on the quarterback.
Now an option play on second down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on third down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at third and a few inches. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. He'll take a shot for Davis to the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by Jaquan Brisker.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Okay, ready?
Maybe a critical mistake at this juncture is now they've got a 1st and 10.
Watch out, 50 years. Right, 60.
They'll drop to throw. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. Touchdown! Gabriel Davis, 43 yards. And the Chargers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Ready.
Yeah, we didn't jinx him at all, did we? No. Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Hands it off out of the gun. Now the ball comes loose, and I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Andre, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the 4th. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail by 2 scores in the 4th, and their defense did its job getting the fumble recovery. A time to see what this offense has left in the tank. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the 2nd touchdown. You got the 1st one for the 2nd one to even matter.
To throw again on 2nd down. Fields. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Fields. That is caught. It's Williams. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards on the play.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score, because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A play fake, now Fields to throw. That's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Khalil Mack able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Another try after the first down sack. Fields. And it's caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
They have to let the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
Now it's Fields off the bootleg. That's caught at the 2. Touchdown, Bears! David Montgomery, his second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bears have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point up and good by Garibay. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. Here in the 4th quarter, defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts as early as opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And they run with Harris off the option. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 106 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And
look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready up.
The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. On play action, they'll throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack.
They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Davis, nice grab. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line.
A big play there for L.A. 48 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Probably shouldn't have as they get it behind the line. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Harris. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to take the lead. They get to the football. It's blocked.
Obviously just a gigantic play here. Tied late in the 4th quarter. Getting the block to keep this game level.
Yeah, and Brandon, I know that I should be giving a lot of credit to how it was set up and how they scouted it. Let's just give credit to the player who made the play. He understood the situation totally and did something just a little bit extra in order to affect that block.
Here's Fields.
Dancing to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. He's got him in. Complete. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they will get the conversion on third down, but the clock, a more pressing factor.
Ready.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
Back to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
He'll look to throw. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. And they will score a